Right, what is up guys, Dan here. Today I've got another player review for you guys to enjoy hopefully, and today I'm going to be reviewing Luuk de Jong, the team of the year, inform, team of the season, whatever you want to call it, Luuk de Jong, who plays for FC Twente in Eredivisie, and this guy's actually really good. I've played a good few matches with him now, and I've got to say he's actually got to be one of my favourite strikers that I've ever used on the game. If we have a quick look at his card face stats here, we can see he's got 77 pace, which is a bit of a letdown, I've got to be honest. I always like my strikers to have around 84 plus pace, but nevertheless, that is what it is. He's got 77 pace, and that's just something you got to deal with. He's got 88 shooting, 84 passing, 83 dribbling, and 85 heading. Usually most strikers don't have that good of passing unless they're like a centre forward maybe, or a centre attacking mid where you'd expect them to make playmaker balls and things like that. But that is really good for a striker. It's always nice to have a striker who can actually pass well as score goals, obviously. If we have a look at his thing here, you can see 6'2", and he cost me 27 grand, which is actually a bit over the odds. I bought him in 4-on-2-on-2. That was like the cheapest one up at the time when I bought him. But you can get him for as little as 20 grand now, guys. I really would say that. That's on Xbox anyway. It'd probably be a couple of grand more on PS3. He also has 4-star skill moves, which is pretty useful. You can do a lot of skills with that, and most strikers, the favourite ones, the better ones, tend to have 4-star skills, and that is exactly what Luuk de Jong has, but he does only have 3-star weak foot, which is a little bit annoying. It would have been nice if he could have 4-star weak foot as well as 4-star skills, but that's just one of the negatives, I suppose, about Luuk de Jong. But yeah, that's the basic overview of him, and we will go and take a look at his in-game stats. Right, okay, we are now in the in-game stats for Luuk de Jong, and these are his skill attributes. As you can see, some of them do look pretty good at a general overview here, but there are a few in the reds, as you can see, and a few between 80 and 90. But ball control is pretty high at 89, and some of his really good stats is finishing, heading accuracy, and long shots at 94, 99 heading accuracy, which is pretty sick, and 92 long shots. If we move a little bit further down, we can see he's got 94 short passing, so again, what we were talking about earlier with his passing is really good, and his shot power is 97, so from that you can tell when he shoots, he's just going to be an absolute beast. And his volleys are 94. Unfortunately, though, he has got a standing tackle of 36, slide tackle of 34, marking of 30. So, they're pretty low stats, but they're more of defending-based stats, so that's not really much to be worried about. In his player information here, we can see, as I said earlier, he's got 4-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, and about his work rates, they're both medium, which is, pretty good. You got a nice balance there, nothing high, nothing low, which is pretty decent, and he's 6'2" as well, so you get the height advantage with Luuk de Jong, which is another great feature of his card. When you look at his physical attributes here, he's got 93 stamina and 91 strength, which is pretty good, so he's going to be able to sprint for a long period of time and probably hold off most defenders with that 91 strength. His acceleration, balance and jumping are pretty low though, whereas his agility is 85, which is pretty good because that's something you might not expect from a guy who's 6'2", you might think they'd be quite rigid on the ball, which isn't really true with de Jong. As you can see from his stats here, they're pretty good. Finally, his mental attributes aren't anything, to die for. His aggression's 38, his attacking position is 73, interception's 44, and vision 75. So, one thing that is probably a bit annoying about that is attacking position, because that's something you want to be having as high as possible for a striker like himself. And here we are back at the skill attributes. So they are his in-game stats, guys. We'll now have a look at some of the goals I've scored with him over the past few games that I've played with him. Okay guys, we're now looking at the goals that I scored with Luuk de Jong when I was playing my matches with him, and I've got to say guys, he is one of the best strikers I've ever used on the game. I'm really not lying when I say that. For a team of the year card, sometimes you can expect them to be really good and just be letdowns with players like that, because you expect them to be a bit of a handicap against them. But for me, Luuk de Jong played absolutely amazing. I'm not somebody who's really good with skill or particularly good, at FIFA, but I was still able to play really well with Luuk de Jong and take on loads of defenders and things like that, and just take the ball around them and score some pretty nice goals with him, which I really didn't expect. His stats really helped him, for me, really really showed that they were really true for his card. You know, he's like really strong. He has the height. He can take it past defenders, and he has really good shot power as well. Which sometimes I scored most of my goals, to be honest, were finesse shots because I was really getting into just taking on defenders and skilling the ball past them and things like that, which I never usually do, to be honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I could just do it with De Jong. I don't know why. It was just I could just do it, and that was something I did a lot, and that was something I could do. Also, when I was playing with him, for his price, he was a really good deal at like 20. I think I paid 27 grand for him. I honestly would pay probably around, I'd say roughly 80 grand, maybe 80 to 100 grand for him, because the only bad thing about him is that he does play in the Dutch league, which isn't a league that a lot of people make teams around, and it's not one of the most desirable leagues where the cards are worth a lot of money. But you can still put him into a hybrid team, I suppose, with Dutch wingers or in a Dutch team if you wanted to make that. But nevertheless, you still might want to make a Dutch league team, which I would recommend him. You can get other strikers as well to partner him, which still was good. But for me, De Jong is one of the best strikers I've used. He's been really, really, really good for me over the games I've had him. Honestly, probably won't end up selling him because I love playing with him that much. For 27k, I don't think you can go wrong for that sort of price. This is coming to the end of the clip anyway now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the goals, and I will see you in my next video.